Welcome to Mimio Training Quick Learn On Demand, Mimio Goes Mobile Setup and Support. In this session, we will talk about how to download the Mimio mobile application in Mimio Studio, how to set up your Mimio mobile application, how to review the Mimio mobile and Mimio pad toolbars, show you how to give lesson control to students with mobile devices, talk about collaboration modes with the Mimio mobile application, and we'll talk about how to use the Mimio Vote assessment and the Mimio mobile application. Mimio Mobile in the classroom allows you to increase engagement with your students. You have teacher and students can control and interact with the lesson from their mobile devices without having to get up and go to the board. You also have some really neat collaboration options. Up to 9 separate groups are possible by using the same lesson and doing the same activity and displaying their work at the front of the classroom all at the same time. And then you can also integrate assessment into your lessons using the Mimio mobile application and combine that with the Mimio Vote handsets that you may already have. So you can use any combination of Mimio Vote handsets and mobile devices to easily gather assessment data using Mimio Mobile. To use Mimio Mobile, you have to have the most current version of Mimio Studio software. You can find this by going to mimio.com and going to support and then downloads from there. You can check your version of Mimio Studio by clicking on Help and then About Mimio Studio, or if you're a Mac user, you can go into your notebook and then click on About Mimio Studio to check your version from there. The most current version is 11.0, so you want to make sure that you're running the most current version of Mimio Studio software. You can evaluate the full version for 30 days before having to activate it, and that includes Mimio Mobile. So if you have the Mimio Studio 11 installed on your computer and that is activated, Mimio Mobile is a separate activation, and that one you can use the full version for 30 days to try it out, see how you like it. You can check your version and update as needed, like I said. You can find that, it looks like this window right here. If you download the software, try it for 30 days, and then if you want to activate it, plug in an activation code, or for your Mimio notebook software, you just plug in any Mimio product and then that'll activate your software too. Mimio Mobile is a little bit different than Mimio Studio Notebook. The app itself is free. You can use this on an unlimited number of mobile devices. There's no cost for it on mobile devices. You can use this on an iPad 2 or higher. It'll also work on an iPad mini, iPod Touch, iPhone, and then Android 3.0 or higher soon. So these are you can use the application on pretty much any mobile device that you can find. Once again, you can evaluate the full version of the Mimio mobile application here within Notebook for 30 days. And if you do want to use this, you do need to purchase Mimio mobile license in order to enable the full functionality with Mimio Studio. So Mimio Mobile, the teacher license, is a separate purchase, but the app itself is free, and you can use it within an unlimited number of mobile devices. To get started with Mimio Mobile, you need to first start by setting up your gradebook in Mimio Studio Gradebook. So when you do this, first thing is going to be to open up your gradebook, and then you need to add a class. When we add a class, then we've got to give it a name, and we need to add our students to that. After you've set up a class and added students to it, then you're ready to go with Mimio Mobile. If you want to learn more about how to use this application, how to get going with Gradebook, you can register for another one of our Quick Learn sessions by following the link that I just sent in the chat window. Once you have Mimio Mobile started, to connect the teacher, first go to your computer, click on Mimio Studio, and then Tools, and then go to Settings, and then click on Mobile. When you click on mobile, you're going to get a box that looks like this. And in this box, you have a QR code. And that QR code will connect the teacher to the computer. And that allows you to have full control over your computer from your mobile device. You do need Mimio Studio 10 or higher on your teacher computer to use Mimio mobile app and Mimio Pad tablets. Also, it is very important that all of your mobile devices are on the same Wi-Fi network as the teacher's computer. In order for the software to work correctly, you have to be on the same network. You can't have students on a different network from the teacher. It has to all be on the same network, so keep that part of it in mind. If you are a Mac user, then you would click on your preferences, then go to settings, and then mobile, and access this window here as well. So a couple of different ways that you can find that information. So once you have this screen displaying then, the next step is to open the Mimio mobile app on your teacher device, and then tap on the QR code, and then point your mobile device right at the QR code, and it picks it up right away, and you are connected now as a teacher. You'll see a mirror image on your mobile device of what your desktop looks like. So you have full control of your computer right here. This is, and you'll see you've got a toolbar across the top, but then there's also some other information in here as well. If you've previously connected to your computer and the IP addresses remain the same, you can just tap on the history icon right here in your Mimio mobile app, and then that will connect you to your computer. You'll have a listing of all of the computers that you connected to here, so you can click on that and find your teacher computer there as well. Now, to connect students, you have already set up your class manager, or you've already set up your class. So now what you need to do is go to Mimio Studio, Applications, and then Class Manager. You can find that in the Applications button right over here. And then we click on Class Manager. That's going to bring up our grade book, the classes that we have set up here. So you double click on the class that you wish to select, or the other option is to click on this to select it and then click on Start Class, this button right down here. And then you're going to get a window like this. And here again, you have a QR code that you use to connect your student mobile devices. If you click on this QR code, it makes it really big, and students should be able to grab that from pretty much anywhere in the classroom. And they would connect in a similar way as what the teacher does. I'll show you that in just a moment. On the student device then, once you have that QR code displaying, they're going to open the Mimio mobile app, and then they'll tap on the QR code image and point that at the screen, and then they get connected to, they'll be connected to the teacher's computer. Now here, a little bit different, the student is going to pick their name from the list that shows up from the classroom manager. So they can connect to the class as their name. They tap no or yes, depending on if it's the correct one, and then they're connected, and you're all set to go. Now, the teacher view and the student view looks a little bit different. When you have the teacher view, the teacher has a lot more options for things that the teacher can do. So between both of them, they have this disconnect button right here. That would be for when the session is done, but you can also tell when somebody has been disconnected because they're going to have a little bit of trouble interacting with the content and everything like that. So you can kind of monitor as a teacher. You can monitor who's connected and who's not. Then you can see the teacher is named right here, and if it's a student device, it's going to be the student's name. And then across the rest of the top, you have all of the same icons that you have on a Mimio pad. You have full access to everything that you can do within Mimio Studio. So you have your select shortcut, you have a shortcut for your pen, highlighter, eraser, cut, copy, paste, undo, redo tools, text tools, Mimio Vote, Mimio View, Control, and Launch. All of those are accessible right from your mobile device at the top of the screen. On a student device, they have a limited number of options. They have the selection tool, they have the pen tool, and you'll notice that it's got arrows on the pen and the highlighter tool. If they tap and hold on those, then that brings up these options. So they can change the thickness of the pen that they're writing with. They can also change the color. Same thing with the highlighter. They can change the thickness and they can change the color. And then their eraser, they also have options with that. If they tap and hold on that, they can make it a small or a large eraser. If they have a question, then they can click on the raise their hand icon, and that shows up in the quick vote, to the vote toolbar, so that you can, as a teacher, go in and see who has a question. So it works just the same as the question button on the Mimio votes. When you are using Mimio Studio, then you can hand off control to different students. This can be done with an unlimited number of students. So from your mobile device, you as a teacher would tap on the control button, second one from the right. This is the control button, and when you click on that, you're going to get a list of all of the devices that are available for you to send control to. So if I wanted to give control to Jane Doe, I would tap on the control icon and then tap Jane Doe, and then she, as a student, would have control of the screen. So when I select her, she's going to have all of these different options up here, just like we had as a teacher. So she can go in and interact with the content, move things around and things like that, and it'll display up on the screen. While she has control, all of your other students are going to see these options right here. They can't do anything else other than watch, if that's what you wanted them to do. So they're locked out of any other control or distractions or things like that. They just need to watch and wait. Now, from the teacher perspective, what the teacher is going to see is a little button here that says Take Back Control. So when the teacher is ready to grab control of the screen again, the teacher can just tap that icon, and then the student loses control, and the teacher has it once again. So taking back control is really easy. You can either tap the Take Back Control button, and then you would give the control back to another student, or if you're on a Mimio pad, then you can just tap the control icon and then choose student or teacher. So you have a couple of different ways to do that. So an example of how this might work in practice, see, we have the teacher has pushed the control button and then selected student 3. Here's the teacher view down here. Now we switch to a Mimio pad. Mimio pad now goes in and takes control of the exercise. And once again, teacher still has control. And then you can pass it off to student 3. Now this student has gone in and is writing on the screen using their finger from their mobile device. Doesn't have to get up onto the screen or anything like that. Really quick and easy way to have students collaborate and work through content very, very simply. Okay. So you can use Mimio Studio Control with an unlimited number of students. It doesn't have to be just a certain number. You can have as many students in your class as you want. You can pass control off to them, and they can interact. Now with Collaborate, this is a little bit different. Collaborate, you can connect up to 9 students, and that's the first 9 mobile devices, Mimio Pad tablets, or a combination of each that can be connected at once. So when you go into Collaborate mode, what this does is it splits your screen into however many parts you wanted to have. So if you wanted to have 9 students collaborate, then you would select 9 as your option. So you press the Collaborate button right up here, and then that splits your screen up. Now looking at the screen, you see we've got 4 different views. Each of these students is working on the same activity, but they're doing it from their mobile device. So this student right here, Jane Doe, is going to be counting through her change and putting everything up on here. It changes on her screen, and it also changes up on the projected image. Same thing over here with Mike or Mimio Pad or Steve Jones. They're all doing those kinds of things all at the same time at their own pace. Now when you click on this icon to make it full screen, what happens is everybody else stops working, and you see Steve's work right up here. So now So now we have an example up here with Steve. If I need to maybe correct him or something like that, then I can, as a teacher, I can make changes up at the board, and that shows up on his device as well. So we can both be working on the same thing at the same time. Really neat to see how that works. When I'm done with that, then I can just click on this button again, and that takes me out of full screen mode, and all my students can work on it again. When you click on this X in the corner, then that exits collaborate mode. So here again, once just to show you how this works, teacher clicks on collaborate. And now we have 4 different students all set up. Each of these students then can work on the activity and go through everything at their own pace, make any kinds of changes and things like that. When I'm done with it, I can click on the X and then exit the collaborate session. Quick Collaborate is slightly different than the Collaborate mode. What the Quick Collaborate will do is, once again, with up to 9 students, we can have students right on the screen to kind of show show through their work. So on the mobile device, the Mimio pad, the teacher will tap on the launch button right here. Teacher will tap on the launch button, and then in the launch menu, click on Quick Collaborate, this icon right here. What that will do then is that splits the screen up, and then puts the students in their different windows, and then students can write on that screen to demonstrate a process. So you can either have students solve a math problem, or write a sentence, or put some words in there, or something like that, and then all of that information is right there in the is right there on the screen for them to do. Okay, so once again, just to demonstrate how this works, we'd go into Launch, click on Quick Collaborate, and then when that happens, we've got 4 devices connected. They all can be writing the same thing or writing something different at the same time, and we're all set to go. So lots of things going on with that. When I click on that to make it full screen, all of the other students are inactive. Teacher can go in and make some changes and annotations over the top of it, however they want to do that. And then when we're done with it, like I said, we click on the X, and then our Quick Collaborate goes away. You may have saw me pull up a document a little bit ago. I'm going to send that to you right now. What this document is going to include is some quick reference information for you, how to get at the different parts of the software. This also has a reference card in there for you to find the shortcuts and things like that. So you can refer back to that with a little bit more certainty later on. They're going through a little bit quickly here. All right, so Quick Collaborate and Collaborate. Once again, those are 9 students. One thing that I forgot to mention with these, with the Quick Collaborate and the Collaborate mode, when you use these modes, after you click on the X to get rid of them, it's automatically saved to your gallery. So you can go back and review the students' work that has been done. It's been tagged with their names as well as the date that it happens, so it's automatically saved, and you don't have to worry about losing all of that work. When it comes to assessment, Mimio Mobile and Mimio Vote integrate seamlessly. You can use the assessment piece with an unlimited number of students. To access the Mimio, the assessment package, you click on your mobile device or on your Mimio pad. You tap the Mimio Vote icon, which is right here, and then you select your class. That brings up your quick vote. Start your polling, choose your type of question, and then stop your polling and select your answer. So this works just the same as it does with your quick vote. You have the same toolbar, you have the same kinds of options that you do with that. If you have a teacher-led or self-paced assessment mode, then you use that the same way that you would with Mimio Vote. And you can learn more about that in another one of our Quick Learn sessions, talking about Mimio Vote creating assessments and also Mimio Vote setup and support. So, like I said, click on the Quick Vote icon, and that brings you into your assessment mode. You see we've got our Quick Vote toolbar comes up. You choose your class, and then you'd start your polling. Give it the number, the kind of answer that you want to have. And then students will see those options light up on their devices or on their mobile devices. When the correct answer is selected, then you get your instant feedback, and you know exactly how your students did with everything. So easy way to find all of the information and to gather that assessment data quickly and easily. In addition to the multiple choice and true-false questions that you can get with the Mimio Vote unit, you can also conduct assessments with more open response test items. And once again, this is with an unlimited number of students using Mimio Mobile. The Mimio Vote unit does not support the text or free response, but the Mimio the mobile devices do. So on a mobile device, you can have an assessment that is multiple choice, true or false, just like you can with Mimio Vote, but you can also add short answer, numeric, and essay questions. So when you do those, it's going to be, when you do those, you have free response kinds of answers that you can type in here. You can click on the submit answer, and students get that that information is added to your gradebook and checked against the acceptable answers that you sent in there. If you want to learn more about Mimio Vote and the vote setup and how to go through all of that, once again, you can find more information about that in our Quick Learn sessions. Mimio Vote setup and Mimio Vote creating assessments. Some extension activities for you to try. Make sure that you have downloaded Mimio Studio 11. This is the one that has the most powerful Collaborate features, including the Quick Collaborate and the Collaborate around a lesson as well. Mimio Studio 11 is also going to give you support for iPod and iPhone beyond iPad, and then coming soon, it'll also have a support for Android 3.0 and higher. So really going to be a good idea to download Mimio Studio 11, set up some classes in Mimio Studio Gradebook, and see how you can integrate that into the way that you work. Explore some ways to use Collaborate in your lessons, especially if you have an activity or something like that for your students to do. Great way for them to have small group work, or to use if you're working with several students at once, rather than a whole bunch at the same time. So a really great way to get some group work or working with small groups in your lessons. Engage your students by giving them lesson control. If everybody has a mobile device, you can use that as a way to kind of popcorn through and have them participate in your lessons. Leverage your mobile devices by integrating some of those built-in assessment abilities. No need to purchase any separate clickers or anything like that, or to mess with some of the other services that may or may not work. Just use your Mimio Mobile, and you've got it built in right there. And then, of course, I would encourage you to learn more from our other Quick Learn sessions. On-demand and online resources for training. We have reference guides, video tutorials, user guides, and Quick Learn recordings like this one, all available at Mimio.com. Encourage you to check those out. And then if you're into looking for something that's maybe a little bit more live and interactive, we have live Quick Learn sessions that you can participate in. Learn more about Mimio products and how they can be used in your classroom. Mimio Connect is our interactive teaching community with free educational teacher-created resources that are aligned to state and Common Core standards. We have a large, active online community with Mimio Masters who can answer your questions directly. So if you are not already a member, please join us at MimioConnect.com. Mimio Classroom suite of products available right here. You can learn more about them by contacting your local sales rep or reseller for more information. Of course, you can go to the website at Mimio.com or call 877 My Mimio. Thank you for watching this recording. Here's a link to an assessment that you can fill out for a certificate for 1 hour of professional development credit in your state or district. You'll get a certificate that lets you know that you completed this workshop. Thank you for your time. If you have any questions, contact us at training@mimio.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/mimio.technology. Watch us on YouTube or follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/mimiotechnology.